Haven't bamboozled the algorithms quite enough, so here's a product review. I've had this Topvision G26 jump starter kit for about a year. It saved me twice and rescued a dozen other people in that time. It comes in a nice semi-rigid case with carrying loop, which makes grabbing it in a hurry a breeze. Inside, the top section has a mesh half pouch for cables and accessories. Some items can try to escape when opening, but it's also fast to access. Under a flap in the bottom section, the battery pack sits in a molded cradle with the instruction booklet underneath. Back to the top section, there's a jump-starting accessory with display, reverse polarity and overcurrent protectors, and alligator clamps on the end of short leads. I also keep spare micro USB and USB-C cables in there. The kit did come with a short USB-C. Finally, there's a 12-volt utility socket dongle. Taking a closer look at the battery pack, it's fairly solid construction. It doesn't feel bulletproof, but certainly strong enough to not crumble in my hands. On the left, there's a USB-C port, which is both input for charging the battery and a USB-C output. Next to that is a concentric socket for the 12-volt utility socket dongle. This could probably work to power other 12-volt devices with compatible concentric plugs. On the back, there are specifications and customer service contact info. Big battery, but those start current ratings seem fairly optimistic. I'm also assuming the lifespan refers to battery discharge cycles. A warranty registration and warning sticker sits on the bottom. On top, there's a jump-starting socket under a protective cover, 2 USB output ports, and a built-in flashlight. On the front, there's the power button and main display. A short press of the button wakes it up and displays battery percentage. Holding the power button for a couple seconds turns on the flashlight, which is surprisingly bright, very handy in emergency. Holding the power button for a couple seconds again turns the light back off. With nothing plugged in and the light off, the display lingers for another 20 seconds or so before shutting down. Output 1 with the blue insert in the port is a high-output USB for charging power-hungry devices such as phones or tablets. Notice how there's no output until I press the power button to wake up the battery pack. It detects a connected device and displays which output is in use and what mode the high-output port is in this case 9 volts at 2 amps to charge my spare phone, which reports fast charging as active. Output 2 is a standard 2.1 amp 5-volt USB port for charging less hungry devices such as my flashlight. Jump starting isn't recommended with the battery below 50%, so I'll put it on charge first. It can pull 3 amps at 5 volts if the charger can provide that much, though it's a big 77 watt-hour battery in there, so full charge from empty can still take hours. My car has a tired battery and tired alternator, which never completely charges it in daily use. It's never stranded me yet, but you can tell it's a bit slow to crank here. Attaching the jump-starting cables to the battery powers up the voltmeter. The jump-starting accessory then plugs into the socket behind the protective cover. Connecting to a low battery engages jump-start mode. It hits hard to rapidly boost a depleted battery and provide plenty of juice for cranking. To protect the battery pack and cables, the overload protector cycles it off after a few seconds. In my case, one hit has charged the battery above 12 volts, so the protector enters standby mode, ready to step in if the battery droops below 12 volts again. When it goes into boost mode, it can start just about anything. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, even forklifts. Only thing I've not managed to get going was the diesel backhoe. The 12-volt socket is pretty handy. It can run a tire pump, a small inverter, and anything else you can think of up to 10 amps of load. Fuel's expensive as heck now, so time to top up my tires. I run 36 psi front and 40 in the rear. The pack runs the pump very well without anything getting too hot, though the battery gauge does sag quite a bit under sustained heavy load. Considering all the abuse I put this thing through without issues, I highly recommend this product. It can't fully replace jumper cables in every application, but is extremely handy to have in the vehicle. Doubly so if you drive places far from rescue, or, like me, always have people asking you for jump starts. I'm not one to toss out product reviews for brand new things I barely used, and you probably won't see unboxings on this channel, but I figure I'll drop one of these types of videos every now and then. Hope you find something useful here. Thanks for watching.